Hello everyone! Welcome back to my channel! So today I'm super excited because I am going to bake sourdough bread for the first time, and I wanted to record the entire experience that, okay, will it be a hit or a miss? You are gonna witness that too today with me. I am recently obsessed with sourdough breads. I started eating sourdough bread regularly from last, I would say August or July or August something. And lately I felt like, oh my god, I saw this reel that people have been baking this bread at home, and then I started researching it and felt like I should start from somewhere, and one day I could be master of baking bread at home only. Because best part to bake your own bread at home is that you know what ingredients you're putting in your bread. And if you buy bread from outside, you read the ingredients, there's so many preservatives, enzymes. Whereas if you bake it at home, you can actually just follow the recipe that Italians use, and I'm just going to follow the same thing. I have the sourdough starter right here. So I got this starter from this Italian lady, and I think she said that this starter is almost 70 years old. It is organic culture starter, and I'm super excited to use this one. Super nervous too. The only difference in a traditional bread making is that I will be using my new machine from Neretva to bake this bread. Yeah, that's the only difference, because I'm nervous to knead the dough and then check it again and again. But in this bread maker, you can set the delay timer and all. I tried to read the manual, so we'll see if I'll be able to make a sourdough bread in this bread machine today. And if it works out, then I would be so happy. I would love to continue baking the bread at home. And I will also know if I want to keep this machine or not, if it's worth it or not. I paid around $160 for this machine, and I got it from Amazon. I saw this machine from a viral reel and I just fell in love with it. The color is so aesthetic and it just fits so nicely. It looks so beautiful on my countertop. So I hope that I will be able to make nice bread in this bread machine. So let's start with today's video. So you can bake basic bread, quick bread, French bread, whole wheat bread, sugarless bread, gluten-free bread, cake, knead, dough, rice, jam, yogurt, dried meat, floss, bake, custom. So these are all the functions that you can use in this bread machine. This is how it looks from inside. And that's the nut and seed dispenser. Totally love with the look of this machine. So I'm not too sure how functional this bread machine would be. I am excited to try because I feel like once you get used to it with such machines, for example, even Instapot, some people don't like it because they felt like, okay, you can even do this on the stovetop. Why do you need a separate cooker? But I know how much I love Instapot. There are functionalities, for example, delay time, keep warm. It will not overcook your stuff. Whereas if you, let's say if I'm in a meeting or something and I left the Instapot on, I know that I don't have to worry to turn it off or it will shut down automatically. Same thing, I feel like this machine can come handy. I do not have to worry that the bread could be overcooked or something and it could burn. Whereas stove, like, if you are not paying attention, like even for 5 minutes, you leave your bread in the oven, extra 5 minutes, it can burn. But whereas in such machines, the chances are very less that you will burn your bread. So that's the reason why I invested in a bread machine. So I got the recipe. So the recipe was given to me by the person who has given me the sourdough starter. So first of all, I'm going to feed the starter. So I'm gonna measure 50 grams to feed the new starter. I'm gonna keep it in this jar. And yeah, let's weigh 50 grams. Let's see how much is this currently. It should be 150 grams. Okay, it's 193, so the container also has its weight. So let's take out 50 grams to feed the starter. This is, by the way, whole wheat starter, whole wheat organic starter. Okay, 50 grams, 51 grams. Perfect. Okay, so I've taken out 50 grams of the starter to feed the new starter. Okay, so 50 grams. Starter goes in here. Now I need 50 grams of whole wheat flour. Oops, too much. Okay, this is good. 50. Perfect. Going to add this in the jar. Now I'm gonna add 50 grams of water as well. Oops, too much. Okay, so I'm adding 50 grams of water as well. So ratio, I'm keeping it equal as per the recipe. I'm showing this because, oh, I think I dropped a little bit. That's fine. Okay, now let's mix this. Okay, mixing it well. It's good. This is my first sourdough starter feeding. Now we'll close the lid and I'm going to place this in my oven. I can keep it outside or I can place it in the oven and I won't turn it on obviously and it'll stay warm inside.
Okay, babies. Rest well here. Please do rise by tomorrow. They say it should rise in 12 hours.
All right, so for sourdough, I got 100 grams of sourdough starter. Next, I got almost 330 grams of water. Next, I'm taking 510 grams of whole wheat flour. This is just the regular flour that I use to make any normal roti. All right, so I got 510 grams of 11, you can say, around that whole wheat flour. And I got 12 grams of salt. So I got all the ingredients out. Let's put this baby in the machine. All right, moment of truth. Take out this bread pan. So first I'm gonna put the wet ingredients. So first it's gonna be water and then the sourdough starter. Let's put the whole wheat flour. Dry ingredients, they say it will go the last on top. And salt. So the best part is that I don't have to mix the ingredients. The machine is going to take care of that. Perfect. Secured. And I'm gonna close it. So I couldn't find the recipe for the sourdough online or even here. They were using yeast. I'm going to use the setting of dough for now. So the machine makes such noises, and if I compare it with my stand mixer, that also makes quite a bit of noise. So this is all right. It's just like there's machine running at the background. So the dough is made. Now I'm going to take out the dough because I want to take out the pedal before I bake the bread in this. So warm and soft. Wow. The pedal is out. Now I'm just gonna give a nice shape to the dough and let it rise. You don't need to like take it out, but I saw this video where the lady took the dough out from the machine to remove the pedal. Check this out. Now I'm going to let this sit in the machine only. There you go. I'll do a delay start now.
The next morning.
All right, so it's the next morning and I think I waited too long to bake the bread. It was risen till here and then it deflated. Yeah, it's not stretchy anymore. I think I made a boo-boo. I should cut a little bit because it's too much. I don't know what's happening. Now it just deflated. I did took out a little bit of portion out because I thought it's too much. Now I'm gonna put this back. It says it's gonna take 3 hours. Let the machine do its work. So I put it on the whole wheat bread setting.
so small.
I know. I think I made a little bit of. Just gonna coat with coconut
Oh, now
oil.
you can use this spatula?
Yeah, for the video, why not?
Few days back, guys, we had such a huge fight about this brush.
What should I do? Should I cut it?
Yeah, I'll sing
Right.
happy birthday for you.
It didn't rise well. I mean, I think I kept the dough out for quite some time. So that was my first attempt to bake sourdough bread. I know it did not turn that good, but I am going to keep on trying it until I make a perfect sourdough bread. So stay tuned. Till then, bye-bye.